not had any stress, and so when they stress, they just crumble, like their world collapses around them. The other thing you get is you get dogs that really want to bite you. Like they feel good about themselves, they've never been made to do anything, and they're like, and they go to really bite you. And if they're 2 years old or 18 months old, it's ugly. It can be a big, big fight. But if they're 6 or 7 months old, they put up a little bit of like, don't do that. And you go, sorry. And they learn that you're kind of in charge, but it's not a big fight. It's a little subtle control on your part, right? And I would say that every kind of assertive, good protection type dog that I've had in the last few years that we've done this with has tried to bite me. My current dog is super compliant dog. But he tried to bite me when I was doing the leash pressure stuff initially. He did what you did, like, don't, ow, right?
His teeth bite down.
And because they're inhibited at this age, but he feels like, a year from now, that wouldn't be. A year from now, he'd be like, fuck you, right? And so here, you do that, and he does that, and I go, knock it off. And we just do it anyway, right? It's I liken it to like, if I walked up to you on the street,
Can you punch you?
and you smiled at me,
I'm running.
It's the same thing. He goes to do this, and you go, yeah, whatever, right? And and you go ahead, and the dog goes, oh, well, I guess you're kind of large and sharp. So what you're going to do is just a bit of it here and there from the straight lines. When that gets comfortable, you can layer it into down or anything else you want. So the main place, the down you can leave to later if you want to, because it's not as important. The important pieces are the pieces that we're going to use in healing coming up, right? So that's the more important, that I can control the dog's position. But I wanted you to see, like the dogs frequently resist that one more, and they vocalize and all that kind of stuff, and some dogs are screechy, some dogs flip around, some dogs do all kinds of different stuff. Don't panic. You have to, when you enter into this, you've got to see it through. Now, it doesn't mean you have to go all the way and finish it all in one session, but you have to get a break in the resistance, and their screeching or flipping around or mouthing you can't stop it. Because if they think that that's going to stop it, that'll get worse and worse and worse. They go, I'll just pitch a bigger fit each time, and you'll stop. So draw a deep breath when you go into it and say, like, I'm going to be Mr. Calm, Cool, and Collected, and we're going to get through the beginning stages of this, right?
Two questions. Yeah. One is, how often do I do this? Like, let's say in a week, do I do it like?
Yeah, I do it a couple times I do it several days in a row, and only that. You know, like, and then I'll go put him up after that, and then I'll play with him and other stuff later. Yeah. But just separate it from your obedience sessions to start, right? So that he doesn't associate, hey, we come out, I do this, and now I do obedience, or other things, right? You don't want him. The beauty is trying to leave this as little connection between this and your obedience work as possible.
And the second question is, once let's say I want to start doing the down the road, how do I layer it? Because like if I say, now I say plus most of it will drop, right?
Sure, of course you would.
A couple of months from now, he'll still most likely just drop by himself.
Oh yeah,
I still add the pressure.
No, you won't have to, right? So the whole idea is that once I've shown that thing, what happens if down the road he gets to some spot and he doesn't want to? Like it's fight, he's excited. He wants to go up there, right? He wants to get the guy, and you're going to go down for your escape line. You're going to do something else, right? And so you say plots, and he's like, nah, I don't want it. And you put a little downward pressure on the leash. And because he has enough pressure, he just flips around and then blows you off. You push harder, he bites you, you have a fight.
If I don't go through a period where like, I say plots, and even if he's going down, I apply the leash pressure anyway?
No, you won't need to. Sometimes we'll wind up using it to speed up our downs later on, right? So if you find, hey, but his downs right now are super crisp, and you have to go down and that. There are lots of dogs that learn the down in the reward-based system, the down beautifully with energy and quickness, and you never wind up having to layer that over the down. But you have it in place if you need it, right? So what we want to do is not have him to have to learn about it at the moment you need it. He's already learned it, and then you may never use it. It's the same thing with e-collar conditioning. We go through the process, we e-collar condition the dogs, and then some dogs, we don't use it. They never needed it. Like everything in the training was such that you're set up, but we have it there. And it's the same with this. The leash pressure for the down, you may never need it for him. That may be it, right? And then if you do, you're ready. And the first time he does it, he knows what it is, right? And like again, he's going to be a big, strong, assertive dog. He's got a lot of drive. And so my hunch is there'll be some spot where you're going to want to say like, hey dude, he doesn't feel like doing something, and you're going to say, you got to do it. Especially around other drive satisfiers. Probably not so much in an obedience circumstance where he's there and he's working to get the rewards again, but it's the idea that your dog it's easy to get dogs to do things you want, or when they want to. You got to actually put your dogs periodically in a place where they don't want to, and you got to say, sorry, just so you can break through that resistance, because it'll come up, and you don't want to have it happen as a surprise. So what we've done now is we've sort of taken these things out and choose the places that we're going to have that happen. So we can do it in a controlled circumstance, instead of letting it just crop up in life, which it will crop up in life, right? The dog doesn't want to jump in the crate in the back of the truck. If I've done my leash pressure work, I just go, yes you do. I put a little, and they go, hey, it's a good dog, right? Instead of having to have them learn about that on the spot.
And then they hate jumping in the truck.
And all that other stuff. It's all already over. So when you go to do it, they go, oh shoot, yeah, okay, great, right? And you threw that, and you minimize the stress they carry over to that activity.